Hey, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing fine. I'm Coach Mel, Life Empowerment Coach with Grow Better Coaching LLC. It's Grow Better LLC. I am a certified life empowerment coach. You can come to my website, www.growbettercoach.com, or you can send me an email at gb, as in Grow Better, with Coach Mel at gmail.com. Dang, this thing is not. Sorry, I'm kind of new to all this, and I just turned this on. Okay, JLab, let me connect it. Says it's connected. Now, maybe I am able to be heard now, but there's the microphone, so it's been on there. Okay, now I'm connected. All right, so sorry about those little technical difficulties. I'm still learning about all this, but I have the other earpiece in here. Today, I want to kind of talk about, it's 4 o'clock on a Saturday. I want to talk about starting your day over wherever you are, whatever's going on. Because I think about a time when I was working at this place in Macon. It was an insurance auto auction, and I was in recovery. It was before one of my relapses. Oh, Grace Street. You. All right. I'm straight. I was there, and I remembered I had learned a little about starting your day over. And with that, I was like, how do you start your day over? But I knew. And what I did was it was a particularly stressful day. I was frustrated. I think everybody in the office was frustrated. And I went to the bathroom and I took some deep breaths. This is before I knew anything about really mindfulness. And the actual practice of being mindful. But it's what I was doing. I went to the bathroom. I took some deep breaths. I really, really just kind of tried to focus on myself. I tried to focus on what was going, realize it was not that big of a situation, wasn't too much for me to handle, and I would start my day over regardless. And I did. I started my day over. Now, I know it did give me another 24 hours awake. Or no, I couldn't be awake 24 hours anyway, only when I was using. But it wouldn't give me another full 24-hour day. But my day, my part of the day, I started over and made the choice to go from there on to have a good day. I was not going to let everything else get to me. And I was not going to let a lot of stuff that was going on get in my way of everything. And I didn't. It was nice. And that was my first experience of starting my day over. And I realized it worked. A lot of people that go to 12-step meetings, they have these slogans. In church, you have different slogans, different little sayings and things like that. And I'm trying to fix this so I can prop my feet up. And with those things, sometimes you're just like, man, really can't believe that, can you? But so many of them are real. So many of them are real. And we'll talk about some more of those then. I could go off on a tangent. Not a bad one, but I could be off all over the place talking about some slogans at different times when the light bulb went off with those. Principles for personalities, this too shall pass, those kind of things. But starting your day over, I know for me, starting my day over means me figuring out what's going on with me, what's bothering me, and how I can reframe my mind to get that off my focus so that I don't have to be worried about what's going on. Because I've heard somebody say, in the rooms that if somebody's pushing your buttons, you disarm the button. You don't disarm the person. You can't change them. You can't make them not do whatever it is they're doing. So you disarm the buttons. That made so much sense. That's me starting my day over, realizing that the buttons that people are pushing, those are my responsibility. I'm letting those things get to me. I am allowing people and other situations to affect me. And if I do that, that's on me. Now, I know if you're in the middle of your job, you can't always just turn around and start your day over. But you can do some other practices that help you start your day over. One of them is learning a prayer or a slogan or some kind of meaningful saying or something. I'm just going to use the one in the rooms, the Serenity Prayer. Short and sweet and easy to remember. So when you're out there on the assembly line trying to focus, I know you got to put all that attention into what you're doing. I don't do good with assembly lines because I can't keep up. Honesty, I can't keep up. And I definitely could not think about two things at once. You can ask my fiance. I would not be able to. If I'm focused on one thing, especially if it's something like an assembly line or a book or doing an assignment, I have to put all of my attention on that. Because if I get distracted, there is no telling when I'm going to be able to get back into it. But learning something. Take a bathroom break if you can. Wait until your next break, next few minutes you get. Know that it's coming, because even if you can't start your day over at that exact moment, just knowing the moment that you can and the opportunity to do it is coming is some relief off of you. Might sound weird, but a lot of times what we put in our mind to realize that it's about to be better. It's about to be better. Bring some relief. We're not so stuck. There's hope. There's an out. There's a way to step up out of the situation, even if it is just mentally and emotionally. We all have people and circumstances in our life. We all have these jabs that come at us from one way or another. And sometimes it's from every direction, it feels like. Most of the time, when you're you're sensing and feeling those jabs coming at you, it's something inside of you that needs to be worked on or developed. Something that it's on you. It's on you. And if you can look at yourself and realize that there's nothing you could do different, nothing you've done wrong, nothing you can do different, then two, you realize that it's the other person. And somebody else's actions and reactions are not your responsibility. The only thing you are responsible for are your own words and actions. Once you realize that, and you're in control of your own words and actions, then all the other BS that goes around you is irrelevant. You know, I'm sitting here looking out and the neighbor's dogs are out running around. And that's like, to me, I could just see them and I could think, man, they're out there messing with somebody. That doesn't affect me. Okay, so I learned a saying from somebody else that two kinds of shit in this world. my shit and not my shit. Most of the stuff that happens is not my shit. Most of the chaos and the frustrations and everything else, it's not mine. So if something's not mine, I'm not going to eat off of a plate that wasn't made for me. You hear that? I'm not going to eat out of a plate that was not made for me. So why am I going to take junk and trash and crap that's not mine? If that plate's made for somebody else, it may be full of poop. And if I decide, oh, I'm going to eat that, I'm going to give a mouthful of crap. So I can't worry about everything else that's going on. And when I do, that's when I have to take a minute and start over. The thing that made me want to do this beginning your day over, and I may go into some other slogans and stuff too, because I have a good bit of time. Now, I plan on, with these podcasts, it's going to be at 4 p.m. on Saturdays. From this point on, 4 p.m. on Saturdays, unless I let out some kind of announcement that it's going to be something different. It may be right here where we are. It may be somewhere else. It may be in my car. It may be at the park. But it will be 4 p.m. on Saturdays. In April, I'm going to start, more structured. Well, maybe. Maybe. This maybe is as structured as it gets. But it will be 4 p.m. Now, if you go to my website, you also will see that I have some goal sessions coming up. It's 8 weeks, technically. Now, the first 6 weeks are going to be Zoom and Facebook Live meetings where you get some interactions and stuff. I prefer the Zoom, or it could be Microsoft Teams or something, just so that people can interact with the whole sessions. Now, it's going to be on goals. Okay, I know it sounds easy, and it is pretty simple to set and achieve goals. But when somebody's stuck right here under this, and they want to be way up here, but they have all these little roadblocks and obstacles right here over them, just having the support and the structured way of setting these goals can get them past that point, past that obstacle, past that barrier that's trying to hold them back. You know what I'm talking about, because you've been there. You have. You've had goals in your mind to do, and you might have some in your mind right now that you want to accomplish. But your family is stopping you, or your job is in the way, or something is in the way. Well, that's what these 8 sessions is going to be about, because the only reason to not achieve a goal is because you don't want to. The only reason to not achieve a goal is because you don't want to, or it's completely out of the world and you're not supposed, it's way, way out of your range of ability. My goal is to walk on the moon. No, it's not, because I'm probably never going to walk on the moon. I don't set goals that I'm probably not going to get to. You got to set goals that are achievable. And some people, okay, so a goal is achievable may seem like it's too much. There may be a family member in your way. There may be something in your way, some sort of barrier. Well, that's what these 8 weeks is going to talk about. And I'm also going to have some mindfulness practices. The first 6 weeks will be live. The last 2 weeks, that's on you. There's going to be like regular office hours where you can call or text or email, and I'll sit down and I'll talk with you or help you through whatever is going on. Or I can send you a message back if you're having some difficulties, or if you need a better understanding. It's going to be completely open during that time. but that starts in May. It's going to be on Saturday and Sunday in May. I believe Saturday is at 10 and Sundays at 2, or Saturdays at 2 and Sundays at 10. No, it's Saturdays at 10 a.m. Sunday is at 2 p.m. You can't make the Saturday one, make the Sunday one. I want everybody to sign up for it. You can sign up on my website at growbettercoach.com, and you can sign up there. Pick whatever day you prefer. It doesn't really matter, and whatever format you prefer. But that doesn't really matter either, because it's going to be available through both. And what I talk about on Saturday, it's gonna be the same thing going on Sunday as well. So it's not like you're gonna come talk about this on Saturday and then you can't go Saturday, so you're gonna miss out on the next thing, because next Sunday is gonna be the same thing as next Saturday. And that sounded kind of confusing. Sorry if it was. But 8-week sessions, first 6 weeks online online face to face, like I can see you and I can talk to you. The next 2 weeks is on you, office hours. I'm going to talk about the same thing on Saturday that I talk about on Sunday. Go to my webpage, growbettercoach.com, and sign up. Let me know you want to start. It starts in May. My regularly structured, scheduled podcasts are going to start in April, and they've already kind of started. I've already just kind of doing a practice sessions, and these practice sessions are live. So if I mess up to everybody. You see the background. This was Richard helped me get this going, and then I got the curtains drape and a thing to put that behind me, but it doesn't really fit. But I kind of like it right there, so that and then with the belief there is good in the world back behind me. So now that I've kind of gotten off track a little bit, back to starting your day over. The thing that made me want to start going it was because I looked down and I saw my little Each Day a New Beginning meditation book. I haven't read it, so we're all going to be surprised. We all are going to be surprised. Okay, sing. I used to want to, though. All right, March 20th. There's a period of life we swallow a knowledge of ourselves and it becomes either good or sour inside. Pearl Bailey. For too many of us, feeling of shame, even self-hatred, are paramount. No one of us has a fully untarnished past. Every man, every woman, even every child experiences regret over some action. We are not perfect. Perfection is not expected in the divine plan, but we are expected to take our experiences and grow from them, to move beyond the shame of them, to celebrate what they've taught us. Each day offers us a fresh start at assimilating all that we have been. What has gone before enriches who we are now. And through the many experiences we've survived, we have been prepared to help others, to smooth the way for another woman, perhaps, who is searching for a new direction. We can let go of our shame and know instead that it sweetens the nuggets of wisdom we can offer to others. We are alike. We're not without faults. Our trials help another to smoother sailing. I will relish the joy at hand. I can share my wisdom. All painful pasts brighten someone's future when openly shared. And that's, dead on, because we've all been through stuff. It doesn't matter if you're a man, a woman, a child. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your race, your gender, your abilities. Those things don't matter. Everybody's been through stuff. Now, sometimes people go through stuff because of their race or gender identity or abilities. But, and that makes it hard. That's where everybody can pull together. Everybody can see right is right, wrong is wrong. Regardless, right and wrong have no race, ability, or gender identity. Right and wrong are right and wrong. we have to pull together for the right. Be the good. Be the good. Because the only way there will be good in the world is if you're the good. That's the only way. And people judge the world based on their own experiences of how the world has treated them. So if the world has treated you harshly, your view, it may be a little harsh on the world, but the individuals you come into contact with, if they haven't treated you harshly, then expect them to treat you kindly. And if they don't, that's on them. I know we always have to be aware and be on guard, and that's understandable. We don't always have to be bitter. That's a tough one. It's hard to not be bitter, especially towards people that continuously do the same thing. And especially when people try so hard, but because of things beyond their control, they're shot down or like disrespected and treated harshly. It's hard not to be bitter. We pull together. The reason I did a TikTok yesterday morning, I think, and it said that I believe addicts could do a great job ruling the world. I think we could, recovering addicts. Not sure about active ones, but recovering addicts, man, we are some of the most resilient, strong, understanding, accepting, and encouraging people. It doesn't matter when you go into a recovery meeting, whatever kind you choose or things, it doesn't matter who else is in there. You're in there for a common goal and a common purpose. Now, if the world could have the mentality of being on this earth for a common purpose, man, we would all be great. We would all get along just fine. Instead, we always look for differences. In recovery, we're supposed to look for similarities because this person comes in with this kind of story, and if I'm sitting there looking for the differences, oh, well, shoot, I have kids, so this story doesn't have anything to do with me. Well, you know what? I don't have kids, but I have had a job before that I lost. I have been in an abusive relationship. There's some similarities, but if I shut that person off because of differences, then I miss out on similarities. If the world could look for similarities and help other people and reach out, man, if everybody in the world could get that, it would be amazing. But it's not gonna happen. So that's why addicts should run things. Because we've learned that in recovery. Recovering addicts have learned that in recovery. We've learned the concept of reaching out, seeing the similarities, working together, becoming a team. We've learned that. And we use that to help other people. So, yeah. Addicts for president. Not this one, but somebody. We got this, regardless of what we've been through. And that's how you can know that no matter what happens during your day, no matter what you're going through, because they say, my worst day clean is better than my best day using. A lot of people don't get that. It doesn't mean you didn't enjoy some of your using time. It doesn't mean you didn't have fun. But when I'm clean, I don't have to look over my shoulder. When I'm clean, I don't have to wonder about when I'm going to get my next money. income, my next dollar. I don't have to worry about who I may need to go around so I can come up. I don't have to worry about where I'm going to sleep. I don't have to worry about if my lights are going to get cut off. So I might have a bad day when I'm playing, but those little extra worries, man, I don't have those. When I was so frustrated at work at that insurance auto auction, and I went to the bathroom, I had to reground myself and realize, wait, no, all this stuff around me is not going to pull me down. I pulled myself down enough. I'm not going to let all this other stuff get to me. If I'm not good enough for this job, or if this job is not for me, then I'll find another one. I can find another job. I can't find another me. Don't get bogged down with everything that's going on. Start your day over. If it means take a nap before you start your day over, then take a nap. Do a mindfulness exercise. Pop in some headphones. Put some music on. Turn it up as loud as you can. And just listen. Get on TikTok. Those people, sometimes, some of those people are hilarious. They will have me laughing so hard. Go on America's Funniest Home Videos. Laugh. Relax. And then tackle the day. Because, okay, so if you're frustrated and you're irritated, I was at a friend of my son's baseball game for a little bit today. And you could tell when he was irritated and frustrated because he started making little mistakes. He got embarrassed. I guess the coach talked to him a little bit. I squatted down and talked to him a little bit while he was playing. I was over at the playground playing with his little brothers. But then I came back down and the coach was squatted down talking to him. And then he went back over to the pitcher's mound. And the first couple pitches, they were all right. But then he refocused. And I think at first he was embarrassed. He was a little jittery and a little anxious. But then he struck the little boy out. So that was okay. So we did good. But when you get anxious, when you allow embarrassment or correction, things like that, to really get you in a mode that your whole body is cringing and your mind is like a, a big ball of yarn, not balled up like it's supposed to be, but a whole big bunch of different colors of yarn all tangled up in a little ball. That's what your mind's like. That's what my mind's like. And you can't think straight. That's when you have to start your day over. It doesn't mean, it doesn't mean you're starting your day over and you start over with everything. No, it just means start your perspective over. Straighten out that little ball of yarn, tangled up yarn, separate the colors, go back towards the day, just like he did, And he's he's pretty good. He's pretty good. It was nice. I had fun playing with the kids up at the little playground. I used to take the friend of mine's siblings that are younger to the playground, so I'm and play with them. And the little boy that was playing baseball. Used to take them with me some. And it's just nice to be around kids, because when you're around kids and you're playing, you don't really think about anything. Just watching them and playing. And it was nice. I loved it. I'm gonna have to do it again. But this time not at a game and stuff, but just, go to a park or something with a couple of them. I didn't get kids, but I like them. That's how you just kind of let your mind relax, level it out, and start over. Sit down. Think about a little mind in your room. Close room. Think about a room in your mind. Close your eyes. Put a little box. You're sitting there in a chair right there in the middle of your mind. Look around and what do you see? Are there pictures on the wall? Windows? What's the door look like? Is the doorknob a round one? Is it like a handle that has the one side of it kind of sticks out. I don't know what that's really called, but where you just kind of push down on it and it opens. Is it that kind of doorknob? Is there a lock on it? What's on the outside of it? All this chaos. So sit in there, regroup, go to the bathroom, regroup, relax, deep breaths, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let your mind just visualize your mind releasing. Visualize that yarn straightening out, just in separation of the red yarn is here, and then there's the yellow yarn in that part. We got it organized. There's not chaos inside. Make sure the chaos outside does not create chaos inside. Once the chaos is inside, then it's a problem. As long as it's outside, it's not my stuff. Not my shit. And if it is, I need to do something about it. If it's not, then I need to leave it alone and not let it do something about me. So starting your day over. Another story, another slogan. I wasn't going to go into these, but I'm trying to practice since, like I said, I'm starting officially in April, but these are my practice ones. And I'm practicing live so that I can't go back and change it and those things. Starting your day over is one thing. You can start your day over at any time, they say, and you can, but it's not starting your day over. It's reframing your mind and your thought process and settling, leveling out a little bit so that you can continue with the day that you have. It's starting your approach over. It's starting your perspective over. Another one that I remember when it really hit me, and I'd heard it so much, is principles before personalities. I thought, what does that even mean? Just what does it mean? And now I've been in recovery for years, and then I relapsed, and then I was in recovery again. And this person who drove me absolutely crazy, I didn't even like to hear this person start talking. We all have people like that in our life, so don't think, ooh, because hey, we all have people that their personality just irritates us. I didn't not like this person, but I just didn't like listening to this person talk. And he was talking one day, and he just sharing what was going on, and that saying came to my mind: principles for personalities. Oh, we're here to look for similarities, regardless of whether we like to hear the person talk about the similarities. And we don't shut people out just because we don't like to hear that person talk, because they may say something that saves your life. In the Christian Bible, there's a story about a donkey who talked to a man. And I used to tell myself, if God can use a donkey, he can use anybody. And it's true. He can use anybody. He can put words, whatever. I believe he can put words in anybody's mind to come out of their mouth that'll help somebody. And if you don't believe in God, that's okay. Then whatever it is, anybody can spontaneously say something, and it'll help you. It can save your life. It can keep you from doom, basically. That car just went up and down the road a couple times. So when I say that, I'm thinking about, I was looking at TikTok, and there was this girl who has a great voice, really, really good voice, who, when she came out as a lesbian to her family, they pretty much let her know they weren't with all that lifestyle and everything. And so she attempted suicide. Fortunately, it didn't work. And then she was showing pictures of had it worked, all the things she would have missed. That video that she made, somebody could be scrolling on, not have any of the similarities except for attempted suicide and failed, and that could save their life. Or be thinking about suicide, and that could save their life. That's what we have to realize. We're all in this together. Somebody can say something that can save my life. Principles for personalities. What am I here for? What am I at this meeting for? Am I at this meeting to be critical against somebody in my head while they talk? I'm not here for that. I am here. The principle of me being at this meeting, I'm just saying, like at that meeting, is to gain something, to be helped and to help others. That's the principles. Now, the personalities are the people that whether they get on my nerves or not, whether I get on their nerves or not. It's accepting everybody as they are. You don't have to associate with them to a certain extent, but it's accepting them and not focusing on the personality when the principle of the matter is you're all trying to stay clean just for another day. That's when that really hit me. And that's when I really started listening to what this man had to say. And I'm glad I did, because I'm not going to say he saved my life, but he may have kept me clean. Listening to him share his experience, strength, and hope. Some things he said could have benefited me, could have helped kept me from picking up a beer on the way home. It could have. I don't remember because it's been a long time ago, but it could have. This man taught me a great lesson, but he didn't teach me. I was taught a great lesson of principles for personalities when that phrase popped in my head while somebody that drove me absolutely nuts was sharing. I learned that lesson by being there, by being aware, and by being as involved in a conversation as you can at a meeting that one person speaks at a time. So principles for personalities. And that's at work too. I'm not at work to make friends. If I do, that's good. That's real good. But if I don't, I still get a paycheck. My pay is going to be the same whether I'm making friends or not. They're not going to say, you know what, okay, so you have 3 friends here, so you're going to get some extra. And they're not going to say that. Okay, just because you've made 3 friends, we're going to give you an extra $150 a week. It doesn't happen. They're going to give me the same amount whether I have friends or not. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off pretty soon. Let you guys know that you can come to my website, growbettercoach.com. You can email me, GB, as in grow better, with coachmel@gmail.com. Be the good. Be the good. Now, this podcast is called Create Your Path. Oh. I made my little podcast art, Create Your Path with Coach Mel. Made that, so I'm kind of in this whole process, just kind of moving. I'm going to put that somewhere. It'll be somewhere. I don't know where. It might be bigger, might be smaller. I don't know. All this stuff behind me and around me is probably going to evolve a little bit here and there. So it's Create Your Path. Now, by creating your path, it doesn't mean get off the one you're on. It doesn't mean you're not supposed to be where you are. It means that you have options. You could go this way, or you could go this way. You have options. You have a choice. You have the ability to set goals no matter what path you are on and what path you want to be on. So Create Your Path with Coach Mel. It is going to be Saturday evenings at 4 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm not sure how this time is going because I don't know if we're all going to be on standard time in the whole world, United States, or if we're going to be on this time or daylight savings time, because nobody knows. But 4 p.m. Georgia time. We're going to stick with that. It's 4 p.m. Georgia time on Saturdays. Go to my website, growbettercoach.com. Email me, gbwithcoachmel@gmail.com. All right, go on my website, sign up for the goal sessions, 8 sessions, Saturday and Sundays. Talk more about that later. Starts in May. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your evening. Enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, enjoy your animals, enjoy you. Get to know you. Have a good night.